Sometimes your heart reacts before your mind understands, and that's when you know something real is happening. If one person keeps appearing in your thoughts without effort, this is not imagination. It's a connection. Some feelings don't scream, they whisper, and only the heart can hear them. Not every love begins with words. Some begin with silence that feels too loud to ignore. If this video found you at a quiet moment, it's because your soul was ready to hear this. There are people who touch your life without touching your hand and change you forever. When two hearts want each other, the universe starts leaving signs everywhere. You're not confused. You're feeling something that hasn't been spoken yet. Sometimes the strongest connections exist where nothing has been said at all. If someone came to your mind just now, stay with me. This message is for you. Sometimes life brings a feeling so deep that logic fails, but the heart instantly recognizes it. You think of someone without trying. You feel them without speaking. You question yourself. Is this real, or am I imagining it? This script is for those quiet connections where nothing is said, yet everything is felt. Where two souls sense each other's presence through silence, distance, and unspoken emotions. These are not ordinary attractions. These are rare bonds that form before words, before actions, before courage. If you've ever felt pulled towards someone without explanation, if their name touches your heart in quiet moments, then this message will speak directly to you. Because when two people secretly want each other, the signs appear, softly, emotionally, unmistakably. Sign 1. You feel their energy. Even when they're far away, when two people secretly want each other, distance becomes meaningless. The connection doesn't rely on messages, calls, or physical presence. It lives somewhere deeper, in energy, intuition, and emotional awareness. You wake up with them on your mind without choosing to. Their face appears in your thoughts while you're busy doing something completely unrelated. You try to ignore it, but the feeling gently returns, again and again. And the strangest part, they feel it too. When they're sad, your heart feels heavy without explanation. When they're thinking about you, you feel a soft warmth or sudden nervousness in your chest. Sometimes you feel peaceful for no reason, other times restless. That's emotional resonance, two souls responding to each other quietly. Their name starts appearing everywhere, in songs, in random conversations, in moments that feel too perfectly timed to be coincidence. Life keeps nudging you, whispering, "Pay attention." This is not obsession. Obsession drains you. This connection doesn't. It feels natural, gentle, familiar, like something your heart remembers. Even in silence, the bond remains active. Even without words, emotions travel. Because when two hearts want each other, they don't need permission to connect. They simply do. Sign 2. You both try to hide your feelings, but fail. When the desire is real, hiding it becomes impossible. You may never say the words, but your body speaks louder than your mouth ever could. You catch them looking at you when they think you're not noticing. And when your eyes meet, they quickly look away. Not because they don't want you, but because they want you too much. Their voice changes around you, sometimes softer, sometimes nervous, sometimes unusually calm. Your presence affects them, even when they pretend it doesn't. They adjust their clothes, touch their hair, shift their posture, breathe differently when you're near. And without realizing it, you do the same. You both try to act normal, but something always slips through. A glance held a second too long, a smile that comes too easily, a silence that says more than words ever could. You understand their moods without explanation. You feel when something is wrong. You hear what they don't say. You sense the fear behind their restraint, the fear of losing you, the fear of rejection, the fear of ruining something delicate. You may try to create distance. They may try to distract themselves. But a memory, a song, a moment always pulls you back. Hidden love doesn't stay hidden forever. It leaks through the cracks, quietly, emotionally, honestly. Sign 3. Silence. Between you feels comfortable, not empty. With most people, silence feels awkward. With them, silence feels safe. You don't need constant conversation to feel connected. Just being near them, or even thinking about them, feels enough. There's no pressure to perform, no need to impress, no fear of being misunderstood. You can sit in quiet moments and still feel deeply seen. Your souls communicate without sound, through presence, through awareness, through a shared emotional frequency. You feel understood without explaining yourself. You feel accepted without proving anything. That kind of comfort doesn't come from attraction. It comes from alignment. Even when you're apart, the silence between you feels alive. It holds meaning. It carries emotion. You don't fear pauses in conversation. You trust them. That's because your hearts already know what the other is feeling. This is not common, and it's not accidental. It's the sign of two people who feel at home in each other's emotional space, even without words. Sign 4. You both sense the timing isn't right. Yet, you feel the connection, but something holds you back. Life feels complicated. Circumstances aren't perfect. Fear lingers quietly. You both know there's something here, something real, but you also sense that it hasn't reached its moment yet. And instead of forcing it, you wait, not because you don't care, but because you care deeply. There's a shared patience, a quiet understanding that rushing could break something precious. You feel that when the time is right, everything will align naturally. This belief isn't logical, it's intuitive, and intuition rarely lies. Sign 5. The connection feels meant to be. This sign is deeper than attraction, deeper than chemistry. It feels like recognition, like your heart saying, "I know this soul." You imagine them in your future without trying. They appear in your thoughts when you picture happiness. Time disappears when you talk. You feel real, open, unfiltered, even if you're distant now. Even if communication is weak, something inside you both knows the story isn't finished. This is a destiny-type bond, the kind your heart understands before your mind ever does. Don't miss the last message, because the last message is especially for you. So please close your eyes and take deep breath and listen carefully. Before you leave this video, pause for one moment, take a breath, and listen to your heart. If someone came into your mind while listening, that wasn't random. That was your soul recognizing something familiar. Sometimes two people want each other deeply, but fear keeps them silent. Fear of rejection, fear of loss, fear of changing everything. Yet the heart doesn't stop calling. So tell me honestly, who appeared in your thoughts today? Whose name touched your heart without warning? Drop their initial, their emoji, or simply write, "Yes." Because sometimes the strongest love stories begin right here, in silence, in truth, and in courage waiting to be found. Thanks for staying with me at last. So please like, share, and subscribe the channel for more mindset-changing videos, because this channel will grow with your support and your love. Thanks a lot.